Oscar Piastri is a race winner. He becomes the 7th different winner of this season. Once again, McLaren caused their own problems by, the win's overshadowed. It's overshadowed by McLaren again causing problems, which they didn't need to. They once again favouritised Lando, pit him first when Oscar's in the lead. It causes a massive confusion. Team orders had to come in. We should be celebrating a 1-2 for McLaren, the first since Monza, but instead, team orders will overshadow the victory. Piastri did the perfect start, got into the lead. Norris, poor start, down to 3rd, and once again he gets favouritised by McLaren when he's 2nd. They pit him first, and everyone's saying embarrassing. Norris should win. You don't know Formula 1. You don't watch Formula 1. If you do not understand why Piastri should win that race. Piastri was in the lead. He dominated the race. The team called Lando in first. And that's the only reason he's in front in the first place. Because he gets favouritised again. And Piastri nearly got shafted again. But instead of Piastri celebrating the win and the team celebrating a 1-2, it will be overshadowed by team orders. McLaren fuck it again in what should be one of the happiest moments of the team. And I'm not happy, even though we just got a 1-2. Because once again, they fuck it completely. A bunch of bollocks overshadowing what should have been a good race and a happy day for Papaya. Instead, we are now talking about team orders. The start, Piastri got the job done. Max ran wide, kept the place, had to give it back. Pit stops happen. And then it was a pretty standard, boring race. But then, Piastri's dominating, he's leading. They pit Norris first, again to shaft Piastri. Norris then inherits the lead. And then you've got fans crying that Lando has to move out the way to let Piastri back through. The only reason he's in the lead is because they pitted him first. And Lando wouldn't budge. He proved a point. He then pulled away from Piastri. Said he was ahead in the drivers. We need the championship points. He was making a point, but fair play. He did actually move over eventually. But I don't know what the big issue is, an uproar is about. If Piastri got the first stop like he should have, there's not a problem. But a 1-2 overshadowed by team orders, and McLaren are not strong enough on the radio to tell, look, Norris, get the fuck out the way. We gave you first stop to cover Hamilton, so get out the way and give Piastri his win back. So, star of the race, Oscar. He wins a Grand Prix, and it's been a long time coming, but he will win many more. And I honestly believe McLaren should go with Oscar Piastri as their number 1 driver. Race rating, I'll give it a solid 7. I don't know who got fastest lap. It's still yet to find out who got fastest lap. George Russell, apparently, so I'm being told on my WhatsApp. So, that's positive. Let's run down the order. P1, Oscar Piastri. The 7th different winner this season, his first win in Formula 1. Perfect start, dominated the race, and then the confusion came as McLaren once again tried to favour their golden boy. P2, Lando Norris. Golden boy favouritised again. He was nowhere. Again he cocks up the start as usual and basically needs the team to get him a win. Refused to move over. Eventually he did. Fair play. But an absolute nonsense once again caused by the team. Lando proved a point. Wasn't going to move over. Pulled away from Piastri. And the team should be on the radio. It should have took one radio message. It took about 21. Third, Lewis Hamilton had contact with Max. Wow, that was a big contact. 200th podium for Lewis. Strong weekend. Fourth, Charles Leclerc had a great race for Ferrari. Very fast. Fifth, Max. A real off day for Max. Angry from the get-go. From the start where he got pushed wide. Having to give the place back. Really strong about strategy. The strategy was shit. Yeah, and then he puts a kamikaze move on Lewis Hamilton, ends up in the air. He will take a penalty for that, no doubt. People saying Lewis turned him. Come on. He kind of turned, but come on, that's 100% on Max. It was kamikaze. He was all locked up, out of control. P6 Carlos Sainz, not a very good race for him. 7th Sergio Perez, a good recovery. 8th George Russell, a good recovery and fastest lap. 1-1, 9th after his big crash yesterday. 10th Lance Stroll. A point for Strolly boy, decent. 11th Fernando Alonso. He, a bit like Max, was angry from the get-go this weekend. 12th Daniel Ricciardo. 13th Nico Hulkenberg. 14th Alex Albon, hung out to dry on strategy. He was not happy on the radio about strategy. 15th Kevin Magnussen as he departs Haas. 16th Valtteri Bottas. 17th Logan Sargent. 18th Ocon. And 19th Guan Yu Zhou. A great day. I mean, I've literally got the t-shirt on. A great day. We should be happy, celebrating a 1-2 for McLaren. Finally, we don't bottle a win. And then they put team orders out. And it overshadows Oscar's win. Oscar's a great talent. And McLaren should go with him as their number one. But again, they bring in team orders. And it overshadows Oscar's first win. The celebrations. And both drivers are not going to be happy with that. Because Oscar wants to win fair and square. Which he basically was till the call to box Lando first. Lando will think he should win the race, but yeah, utter nonsense by McLaren. A real shame, really, because this should be a historic day for the team. McLaren are the fastest team at the minute. They've bottled Austria and Silverstone. Finally, we get it right with pole position, race win, dominance, and then team orders come into play. Wow, it's a real shame that is going to overshadow what is a great day for McLaren. Yeah, interesting. Comment down below your thoughts. We'll always reply. And join me tomorrow for driver ratings. Yeah. Wow. Not a happy one. Piastri wins. Norris second. It's a great day for the team. But, yeah, that team orders is going to rumble. And people will forget it's a 1-2 for McLaren. The first since Monza. McLaren are really on it at the minute, and they can win a lot of races. Gotta be favourites for Spa. Comment down below.